Larry, you know what that is right there?
It's an irrigation system.
Pivot. You ready for this? No, I can't get the thing to go up fine. That pivot, one of our childhood friends, not Neil Berger, but
it swings along an axis.
yeah,
right?
that thing goes around. But that right there,
How does it get all those
Lee Berger.
How does it get the wheels to turn?
They got they just move out. They kind of keeps itself going. I don't know if computer.
You must have motors on them. Or
Yeah, they got motors. Yep.
On every set of wheels.
Yeah, every set of wheels is motor. Now I don't know. Most of
one from running away from the other.
It goes in line. It moves a little bit at a time. It goes moves, doot, you know. So it goes around, pivots. A system. I'm gonna tell you.
You know the guy who invented it?
No, but you ready for this? You know they were down, not in Bennett, but they were pretty good. Down in Idaho, where I was raised. Down there in the trout farm.
Here, put it in there. Get it.
I'm putting it in there. It's in there. Okay, and you know, most of the kids down there knew about them. You knew how to run them. They were different ones. They got the ones that just roll along in the
straight line.
Yeah, straight line. But those are pivots. They'll go 360. Yeah, they'll go 360 degrees. In fact, you can put your well right down in the middle, and then have it go around the circumference like a center, and the radius just keeps turning and makes it 360. And you could make it go back and forth if you wanted to, I suppose, but most of them do a 360 pivot. Well, there was this guy that really in another country that one of our friends, Lee Berger, went over to help set up pivots for his country. Guess what his name was?
Joe Pivot.
No, not Joe Pivot. The guy that set it up was Lee Berger.
I don't know him.
Well, you can find it. Buell, Lee Berger. The guy.
How would I know Lee Berger?
Berger. Lee Berger. How did you know him? Because you would know him. Well, there's more farm equipment. We did pass that one place. But old Lee went over to this North African country to help them set up these pivots.
Did they have any water? How far down did he have to go to get the water?
You know, I don't know.
Was he in the desert?
I don't know. They were out in the desert, yeah. But the country, do you want me to tell you what country it was? It wasn't Algiers.
Oh,
It wasn't Morocco.
Ethiopia.
Nope, it wasn't Egypt. They just had the kind of a war there.
Oh, that was in...
Not Syria. And there's Brandon. Keep going to Brandon. Now, Brandon is the name of my son-in-law. Just a little note there. But
Tunisia.
not Tunisia. Everybody on the YouTubes and Facebooks going, they're saying the name out loud. They're going like, God, how come dumb is Larry? Larry can't think of that first.
That's right, we're alive.
Yeah, Larry can't think of
The one that they're fighting over now where the guy won't leave.
No, that's Syria. It begins with your first name. First letter of your first name, Larry.
Then that must be Peru.
No. No. Larry, what's your first name? Hey, Larry.
Patagonia.
L. For Larry.
Libya.
Yeah. And guess who the guy was?
Joe Libya.
No. He was a colonel.
Gaddafi.
Yeah. Muammar Gaddafi. Lee Berger helps Muammar Gaddafi put in the...
Well, we had, hey. We were buddies with anybody that sells oil cheap.
Look at that sun going down on the plains. Yeah. So Lee
We were buddies with everybody that would sell us oil cheap.
Oh yeah.
It didn't matter if they were
What that is?
Turks or not.
Hey, look at that. You see that steam going off? Oh, it is that.
I wonder, I think it's cow shit.
I don't know. They could be silage or something.
I think it's cow poop.
Wow. Could be.
Yeah, it's cow poop.
Cow poop. Silage or manure?
Manure, yeah.
They're doing a manure plant over there? That's Simplot. Okay, J.R. Simplot right there. Let me tell you about Simplot. He's an Idaho boy. Now, J.R. Simplot, I'm up at J.R.'s house one
I
time.
knew the guy.
Oh, yeah.
He helped get by your boat.
Yep. Because you know why? You ready for this?
Because you were going to get.
Okay. Now, Art Linkletter,
aquaculture.
my parents knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Melissa, my sister,
What do you
oldest
think
girl.
that plant does there?
Oh, I don't know. It could be making phosphate. Who knows what it's doing? I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
But so we got to leave
Which
there.
sister?
Melissa.
Melissa got to know Simplot?
No, Melissa's with us. She took, because we're the oldest. So because they took me and they took Melissa, my parents, on a trip on the Salmon River. No, Snake River. This is Snake. So we go to the Snake through Hell's Canyon, and Idaho Power's wanting to dam this thing up. So Art Linkletter he had this house party show, and he's there, and Simplot's there.
Fighting it.
No, it wasn't really fighting it. They were just showing kind of, I guess you're right, fighting it, showing what it was. I think Governor Don Samuelson was there, though he took off. But JR, I think his wife there.
Is he the founder of Simplot Industries?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Not his dad.
I don't know if his dad. I don't think his dad found it. I don't know. But Simplot made a lot of money from the dehydrated potatoes in the war.
Right.
Okay. So we flew in his planes up to two of them, and I'm the kind of the odd guy, so I'm riding with JR, and I'd call him Mr. Simplot. I wouldn't call him JR. No. But he
how old was he then?
he must have been. This was 1970.
Are we going to
One?
June?
Or two? Yeah, we're going to that. That's the one we're taking out of. We're going to go out of that. But he was. We flew around, and Art's team was filming. Doing an interview. I think he did it with JR. He did it with the governor, and he did it with my parents.
Who was the guy doing the interviewing?
Art Linkletter.
Make a documentary.
No, just something for his show. He did other things, but ironically, it never got on the show. So for all we know, who knows? It was just done to have a write-off.
Donald Trump took him to the cleaners.
Art Linkletter?
Yeah.
Wow.
In a business deal. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. The sun's going down. We've got to finish this story before it's nightfall. Okay, heading towards Brandon. There you go, Brandon. That city named right after you. So anyhow, another cemetery. Look at that. Look at that. It's precious, precious. All right, so JR, we're on the river. I'm right in the boat with JR, and
Not you in a plane.
well, we got off the
you're
plane.
on the
Yeah, we got off the
Snake
plane.
River now?
Yeah, we're on the Snake River. We got off the plane. He flew us to the up
Did
by
they
Lewis
wanna dam
Hell's.
the Snake River
Yeah, they wanted to dam the Hell's Canyon.
to make electrical power
Yeah, exactly,
and
exactly,
irrigation.
exactly. And really, I don't think very many people were for it. And it's one of those little footnotes in history, and because it surely isn't there now. Anyhow, so I'm riding around with JR in the this jet boat. Now these are those jet boats you see on the Sitna. Those are the boats. Those boats came really pretty much from Idaho down there, because they would go through the rapids, and there were a lot of rapids there. And we went up the rapids in these jet boats. And
Hayes got some pretty bad jet
yeah.
boats.
Well, yeah. It's that kind of system.
Them.
Yeah, that's the kind of system we're talking about. So we're going through those things, and JR is just going like, "Wow, this is really cool." No, but he was sitting in the back, and this other guy who owned the boat. He goes, "How much this boat cost?" He goes, $5,000.
Is that all?
Yeah, back then. We're talking 70, 71. He gets out his checkbook. He says, "I'll buy it." Right there on the spot. I think he, made the deal afterwards. That's what he says. He'll buy this boat. And we're going talking a little bit and everything. And I go, "Yeah, there's some sturgeons down at the, they don't want to we don't want to dam this up. We'll lose some sturgeons. And they can get up to 2,000 pounds. He goes, "Son."
In a freshwater river?
Yeah. He goes, "Son."
Are you kidding me?
He says, "Son, those sturgeons can't go up to 2,000 pounds. I'll bet you any amount of money." Any amount of money.
Simplot said that to you?
He liked the gamble.
Yeah. Did you do your homework?
I know this. I wouldn't say something I didn't know. I didn't have to do any homework. This is before Google.
You must have done your homework before that.
I just knew we had a sturgeon in our property. We had
One sturgeon?
We actually had two. But
what, in your trout ponds?
Huh?
In your trout ponds?
Trout pond. Well, we had
Would
one
they
time.
eat a lot
We had a
of trout?
sturgeon. No, they're suckers. They suck off the bottom. And our sturgeon we had one that was about 6 feet, and I heard he's died. And then we had another one that was about, I don't know, 4 feet. We had another one that was white, but you find out, but he died. But the white sturgeon, it adjusts for the Snake River.
I mean, is that where you snagged them out of there?
No, you can catch them.
Netted them and then put them in your own trout pond?
No, what happened was they were building, remember this thing goes back to 28, around that time. Somewhere along the line they got 3 sturgeons. One died, one got away in
28. What do you mean 28?
1928. Remember I told you that the trout farm was started. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
And there were sturgeons in there when you bought it?
Yes, one. Yep. One of them.
Okay, so you and Simplot, you're saying, there's sturgeons and we don't want to lose them. We put a dam in this river, we're probably going to lose our sturgeons.
Well, it wouldn't help them. Because you know why? They're different than salmon. Sturgeons go out to sea to breed and to lay their eggs. Whereas salmon, they go out to the brackish, salt water and lay their seeds and eggs and fertilized out there by the males off of the Columbian, because the Columbian River ran into the Snake River.
No, the Columbia River runs into the ocean. The Snake
You're right. I said that wrong.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. But on the Columbia River, they would go down from the Snake from where
You're digressing. Simplot is calling your cards now.
Yeah. You bet me any amount of money, Okay, any amount of.
Did have money then? I mean, did he?
No, he wasn't going to bet my parents. My parents weren't even on the vessel. Jet boat. I'm with him on there, and I don't remember. I think I might have been with maybe Governor Don was there. I don't know. What have that? I can't remember. I'm just, my mind's shot.
So you're telling him there's such a thing as a 600-pound sturgeon?
I said 2,000-pound ton. They can get up to 2,000 pounds. No, son. He goes, no. I'll bet you any amount of money. I said, okay. Well, we'll bet. I don't have any amount of money but we'll just bet.
Without putting any wager on it? Not even $1,000?
Well, I'm a kid in college. I don't have $1,000. Back in 1971, gold's $35 an ounce. I mean, are you kidding me?
Go ahead.
Okay, how many get? That's like about 300 ounces of gold.
You could have taken him to the cleaners if you knew you were right. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we go back to his place, Simplot's house.
What town did he live in?
This was his summer place. He's probably got more places.
What town?
McCall, Idaho. on the lake. He had a nice cottage. Probably still in the family, but it's up there on McCall.
Is he still alive?
No, he died not long ago. Like when I say not long ago, within the last 5 years. Anyhow, he had the biggest flag at his house in Boise. Huge flag. Right on top of the hills.
American flag?
Yeah, American flag, of course.
Or Idaho flag?
No, American. It was like a 90-foot biggest flag pole in Idaho, with the biggest flag in Idaho.
That old truck.
Yeah, like an old truck over there. Yep.
I think it's a guy.
So anyhow,
Go ahead.
I'm 15 minutes into this story.
I know. So you're at his house now.
Yeah, and there wasn't enough seats at the table, so the Linkletters, because Lois Linkletter was Art's wife, and Mr. JR and his wife were there, and my mom and dad were there, and there might have been another couple there, but Melissa and I were sitting at kind of like this little bar because there wasn't enough at the table, you know. And right up there, it's like Northwest, the little book on Northwest fisheries. I open up the book. It's in his house.
Right in his own house.
Right in his own house. Right there in his own dining room by the little bar there. I don't know if I had a drink because I may not have been 21 yet. But if I did, you know, my parents would give us wine, as you know, and you could do that. That's legal to have wine, kids. Same in Alaska, people don't really realize that. But you as a parent, can give your, you know, or you couldn't go to communion. You know, that's the kind of.
I think your parents can give you whiskey in your own house.
Oh yeah, they can. They can.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I open up the book. I'm thumbing through it. Here comes a picture of a sturgeon. Big, huge sturgeon they caught on Columbia. Can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. I walked over to JR. I said, I want to show you something. Okay, so what is it? He starts reading. He goes, I owe you. So anyhow, and then I remembered that, and then, let's see, 10, 11, 15 years later, I write him a letter, and he writes me a check for $40,000 to build that boat.
What, did you reference the sturgeon bet?
No, I didn't have to.
You just have to put a little money.
No, I just said you want to work with it. Yeah, no, you want to help me build this boat, you know, remember, And he goes, he just reads it, writes it, sends me a check. Maybe it was $30,000. Oh, I'd asked somebody else, and that's what happened. And when they knew JR was in on it, he wrote a check for 10. So that's what I did. But I should have probably got 50, because it would have done diesels, and you know, I learned my lesson. Yeah. But the problem was, again, the fisheries didn't. They let the Oregon boys overfish that fisheries. But fishermen, if they left to their own devices, they'll eat their young.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they'll eat everything out there. They'll fish it over. So, but anyhow, that's kind of the story about how that all tied together, how I knew that, and etc. So now we know.
Well, Simplot was big time into agriculture.
Oh yeah, yeah. 96.
What's McGregor here?
McGregor. I don't have any stories about McGregor.
That's the town.
But the sun's going down, and we're not going to be able to have anything but dark pictures pretty soon. I thought I'd just throw that in. That's kind of neat. We saw that old Simplot.
Oh,
yeah, kind of neat. He's up here.
Linkletter owned land there. Is that why he was concerned about the river?
Well, Linkletter down there by the hot springs, Linkletter owned the ranch where I told you he bought from Jantz. Maybe I didn't tell you. But Jantz were the people that bought Sun Valley from the Union Pacific, who built Sun Valley. So I think, I can't remember if Linkletter bought it from Jantz or Jantz bought it from Linkletter. But I think Linkletter bought it from Jantz. Linkletter, and a lot of it, he's gone too.
Isn't Linkletter the guy that invented those TV game shows? Or was that somebody else?
No, that's Bill Todman.
No.
I don't remember. I don't remember about Bill Todman and somebody Todman Goodson were those guys.
No, Linkletter was involved.
No, Linkletter had Art Linkletter's house party.
I think he also, I think he invented
Oh, you think?
Jeopardy.
No, I think you're thinking of like, Mel Gibson. No, not Mel Gibson. Merv Griffin.
Wow, that's right.
Yeah, Merv
It
Griffin.
might have been Merv Griffin that took to the cleaners.
Yeah,
I think
but
it was Merv.
Art Linkletter, he was
Art Linkletter's kid jumped off a balcony.
I can't remember if Art Linkletter. What's that?
One of Art Linkletter's kids jumped off a balcony and killed
Oh yeah, and I met her too. She came and stayed at the house. Oh, what was her name? I can't remember. She was cute girl. She was a couple years older than me, but
You know it was Yucatel's kid that took out Tiger, didn't you?
took out who?
Tiger Woods.
He took him out?
She did.
Oh, she did. Oh, you mean she was what?
Yucatel.
She
That
was.
was Bob Yucatel's daughter.
Oh,
I knew her when she was 5 years old.
oh man. These women, I didn't realize that. Oh, I kind of think I knew about it. I just never really. Well, I'm to label this. I'm gonna have to put Tiger Woods, Art Linkletter, J.R. Simplot. Yeah. It was kind of fun knowing them all. What? Yeah, exactly. But no, Art Linkletter, Jack Linkletter, Bobby Linkletter. Bobby was married to Jack Linkletter. The Linkletter kids, they were. We went down the Salmon River. Bobby and Jack, Art and Lois went back to. It was Diane was the lady.
You know what we're doing here?
What?
You know the Bruce Springsteen song "Glory Days"?
Glory
Glory Days. You ever hear the lyrics?
Yeah, I remember.
That's what we're doing.
We're just-
We're reliving the glory days.
Glory days.
When we knew somebody.
Yeah. Now we don't know anybody
No.
because they all died on us. Pretty soon we'll die, and that's why I'm putting this up for my and your grandkids, so they can sit there and said, you know what, our grandpas knew somebody.
They weren't anybody, but they knew somebody.
They just knew a lot of people, but they had a lot of fun. Skirts, I mean, like this trip. Think about this. We're not the main prime people. We'll take this back. It'll have to be you, but we get to have the trip.
Yeah.
It's the journey for me. It's all we've been.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
The journey.
Exactly.
It's not the destination. It never is.
No.
I live for the journey.
Did you? Yeah, you live.
I
Yeah.
always have lived
Yeah.
for the journey.
Yeah.
I was helping out a company, keep it going broke, or starting up, or branching off into a new area.
Yeah.
That was the beauty.
Yep. Well, yeah. Well, we're not gonna put on how Cellular One got started on this
No.
video. No, but that.
Way too long a story.
Yeah. But you knew them. You knew the guys.
Well,
Yep.
I worked for the guy who was his #1 marketing contractor that turned $50 million when his dad died and his mother married John L. Scott, the #1
Oh yeah, the real estate guy.
in
Yep.
Seattle.
Yeah.
And those two fortunes combined $50 million.
Yeah.
Gave it to Craig McCall. And the McCall brothers started Cellular One, and 10 years later they sell it to
AT&T
for $12.2 billion.
Yeah.
50 million into 12.2 billion. Hello. And I was in on the ground floor of that.
Yep.
Ground floor.
It was part of the journey.
I was talking on cell phones before anybody paid 1 cent for a cellular minute.
Wow.
I was talking on them, baby.
Wow. That's right. Yeah. I had the second personal page
Yeah, that was
in Alaska.
That was good.
First page, second pager in Alaska. Who got the first one?
There was
Who had
Martin Childers
had 3001, and I had 3002.
Yeah. That was that's back when there was only 3 voice storage and retrieval computers in existence. 3 manufacturers.
And there was, and one of them was in Anchorage.
Digitized voice.
And one of them was in Anchorage.
Well, we brought it back from Atlanta, Georgia.
Did you drive?
At the largest communications convention in the world.
Wow.
Held in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was apropos too because of Ted Turner. But
Oh, Ted. Yeah. Yeah.
It was hot, boy. It was hot.
Then he married
The phone
Jane.
company was telling everybody 3 years after we had, I don't know, 6,000 phone numbers rented out. The local phone company, the government phone company, was still telling people that the technology wasn't proven yet. That's why. That's why they didn't put theirs in.
Yeah.
People were paying us $16.50 a month
Yeah, I was.
just for the voicemail box, and $16.50 a month for a tone pager.
Yeah.
$33 a month.
Yeah, I was paying.
And then when the phone companies put them in, they dropped it down to $2 because they didn't know how to sell it.
And then Mary went, your sister, my former wife, went and
Went to work for
went to, yeah, and she sold them to all my friends in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
They all had to have them.
I sold the Remax.
You sold the Remax?
All in one shot at it, sitting around the boardroom. 22 agents. Because I had a speakerphone.
You sold them by speakerphone?
Yeah, I had my beeper on my hip. And the phone company lady, what the hell was it? All I know is that I went there, I got them all together, which is rare, around the room, and I made a presentation, and part of what the presentation was, I had a speakerphone on the boardroom table of the Remax office, and I had a pager on my hip, a tone pager on my hip, and I called up my voicemail box, and I made a phony message like, I got to have an office building in downtown Anchorage or something. And I want to buy a new house on the hillside, and I'm looking for a 5,000 square footer, and I'm all approved for $1 million. I understand that Remax are the people that come to find that house for me. I'm moving in here. I'm with the oil industry from Texas. And I left a message on the voicemail box.
They freak out, probably.
And they got a big bang out of that. And then, less than a minute later, my beeper goes beep, 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 beep. Oh, I said, oh, that's not my wife. That's not, that's not my other company. That's my Remax voicemail box calling me. So then I put it back on speaker and I called back my voicemail box there in front of me. And it said, my name is so-and-so and I'm an oil guy from Texas. And I'm looking, I was referred to Remax by the president of ARCO, and I'm looking for a $1 million house on the hillside. I was wondering if somebody'd kindly return my call. I sold 22 of them.
Just like that, yeah. And then when they started, the first one I got from you was just a beat.
You jumped on it first.
Yeah. Oh,
you always were ahead of your time.
Yeah, well,
it didn't take you long.
No.
When you saw the technology,
it was just,
could do.
Oh yeah.
And you could have 4 different voicemail boxes calling that same beeper. You can do that.
Yeah.
You could have 4 different companies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
instead of having a live answering service, and many times a beeper notified you quicker than a live answering service could. That's before they could patch you directly.
You know what? You ready for this? The parallel to the trout farm.
What?
The Martin Childers had that first. In fact, I think I sold him a house. I'm pretty sure I helped him with the house. But 3001 was his number. That was personal page, his own number, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, they had the first one.
Yeah.
They bought 6,000 numbers.
Yeah, right. And I had 3002. When I grew up, Idaho Power had number 1. Our phone, please dial 1. That was Idaho Power's number 1.
Wow.
The fish hatchery was number 2. Yeah. So I would always think, when I bought that thing, I thought I was always go back to the fish hatchery and think, you know what? That's kind of like the fish hatchery. Somebody came along and sold a telephone to the first Idaho Power and then second to the fish hatchery. in Little Buell, Idaho. But yeah, they went on, and you could tell who signed up because like 3,093, I think, was one of my buddies. I don't know if it's Dan Wolf or not, but it was 3,093.
Oh, Wolf was hot on it.
Yeah.
I sold Wolf, but you probably referred him.
No. Well, when Remax, he was at Remax. He's probably one of the 20 killed.
You're right.
Yep. But I think even Providence Hospital bought him, and they were after me 3,000 whatever, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever. And then
he was losing his ass. He didn't know how to sell it. He was open for a year and he didn't have any sold.
Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah.
He was a college boy from Fairbanks, and they had a monopoly up there, and they treat people like shit.
Yeah. Well. Yep. Well, they're not.
Came down into Hank because she got a rude awakening.
I don't think Personal Page
is around anymore.
Are they? No. Kind of like
they never made the leap. They never made the leap to cellular. They had a chance. That's what Harrington was doing.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, every market, the FCC granted 2 licenses: a wireline license, which the phone company automatically got, and then a non-wireline license for the radio guys. And there was only 2 cells in each town, each market. And so Harrington, and it was done by lottery. So Harrington put together the deal where she rounded up a whole shitload of people to submit bids for the non-wireline license. And they had to submit they put out an RFP, and then you had to submit a proposal. And if you had the contractors, if you had the money and the wherewithal to get the license, it was automatically worth shitloads of money because that's what McCall was doing.
Yeah.
With their $50 million, they were buying up these non-wireline licenses all over the country.
Good thinking.
To garner to start Cellular One. And they were also buying up paging companies.
Well, then I remember the first one I had was just a little regular pager with nothing on it, just goes beep, 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 or vibrate.
Digital tone pager with a vibrator.
Right. But then the next one, alphanumeric.
We were the first ones to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody's texting now. Right?
Yep.
But 30 years ago, we were using a toner.
Yep, exactly.
And we brought alphanumeric paging to
so that if you wanted to, exactly. Use your touch tone phone to tape and you'd see your little, you say, okay.
Message on the screen.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
The message that you
exactly.
typed in on But you didn't have a keypad.
No, you had to use the phone. It was like for if you wanted to go at, you'd go A on the 1, and then the T would be whatever is down there. And if it was STUV, you'd have to go 2 times. Like B would be beep beep to the B. So B would go beep beep. Slow. You hit that 1, and then you go at B. So
it was slower than shit though.
Oh yeah.
What I brought to that company, which there were too many employees and they didn't want it because they were automated people. They weren't people. They were technology people. And so the idea I brought to the table was that we had these little you could do it like what you said, but we also had a little computer that you could plug into a phone line that had a keypad on it.
Oh yeah.
And what I told them we could do is make the live answering service obsolete with this. And what we did is we got these stay-at-home moms, and we brought the computers over to the house. And instead of the guys carrying those stone pagers like you had, they carried the alphanumeric. Where you could read the message, right? But their voice mailboxes were programmed to call a beeper. She had a rack of beepers in her office, in her house. Right?
Oh, okay.
And so when somebody called this guy's number and got busy or no answer, or got the voice mailbox and left a voicemail message, the beeper in the single mom's house, or the mom's house, the stay-at-home mom's house, would go off, and she'd know what voice mailbox to call up. She'd listen to the message, write it down, and then type it in and send it to him alphanumerically.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, it was back.
It wasn't instant, but he got it.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like a lot of those people were. If you're working at you didn't have a cell phone. You have to go and stop at a payphone. You had to call back into the office to get whatever you needed, and you do it after your job, where you could then send that out there and say, okay, your next job is over in 16th and Gamble, or
this guy needs another part.
Yeah.
Or
the part number.
We got a call back. We just got a call back, and the guy says that he needs another chainsaw. Or he needs another lawnmower, or he needs some tools. The plumbing operation. You're on your way over to help this guy out, and he's missing some half-inch copper pipe. Stop by Pacific Plumbing and pick up some pipe.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
The efficiency that came. In terms of kicking your competition's ass. Was off the chart. That's how we were selling 400 pages a week in Seattle.
Whoa, that's a lot. At 30.
Straight commission salespeople.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It was take this puppy home. See, McCall had so many pages. I mean, he knew the future. He was just softening the market for the cellular phone.
Yeah. Yep.
Here you got me telling the story.
Yep. Well, we'll cut this down. I'm gonna. Since we've been on this.
Are we coming into a town?
I think this is. Yeah. How's our fuel?
Well, we're at a quarter.
Oh, we gotta stop and get some. I think this thing is no matter what it's taking. What's this right here?
I don't know.
You know, up and down this road, there's filling stations.
Yeah, all over. We're not gonna ever go dry again. Ever. Again.
We've only. Is this one open? I think it's got a red light on.
I don't know how you get in there. Is that the road down there?
Oh no. No, I don't. It's up there by that car. It looks like it's open. Look at those silos there. Look at there's trucks that left their trailers there, and other people. The subway.
I don't know if the convenience store is open.
Convenience store. I can't. No. Well, how many further? We got another. We got 30 gallons. We'll go in there and check. We don't want to run out because even though there's.
We're not doing that.
Oh no! Even though there's a lot of.
There must be more down the road.
This is card lock.
Oh God, we can't go in.
Can't go in.
Turn right onto Trans-Canada Highway.
There's the moon.
Make a U-turn, then turn left onto Tower Line Road.
How come you didn't read card lock before I got down?
I don't know. I couldn't see it. I was watching the video. I was making a video. Here's those transcontinental power grid lines. I don't think, what bothers me about the environmentalists and liberals, they don't know what it takes to make America work. But can't you use it?
Obama's leading that back.
Oh, card lock. Card lock. I don't think.
Obama's the boss on that.
Oh, he's a boss. Subway. Oh, well. Why is that car still parked there? Maybe they're out of fuel. Maybe they need fuel.
Oh, this guy here.
This guy's waiting for fuel.
That's
a nice looking.
Tower Line Road, then turn right onto Trans-Canada Highway.
Hey, Trans-Canada Highway again. The Trans-Canada Highway and the Trans-Canada Continental Grid System right there. Can you make it? Can you make it? Okay, good.
Not stopping at each stop sign.
Me neither. Oh, you're not stopping for the stop sign?
Yeah.
Well, it's on there.
Right here.
Yeah. You don't want to go the other one because that
Turn
one.
right onto Trans-Canada Highway.
Yeah. If we go that other way, this thing's going to say, go east, go east, go east, go east.
Or you're getting ahead on,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
dummy.
Okay. Well, we'll stop. I'll cut this one off, and we'll have more stories later on. For the one person that's probably listening to this.
Can I tell the best story?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
I can't tell the best story. Are you crazy?
Oh, okay. About the Mustang Ranch?
No.
No. Okay. Oh, my mom's listening to these. Can't be telling about all these stories.
Language. Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man. She must think I'm a total idiot. Oh, man.
You know what? It's not like she hasn't heard it.
Language.
She said I got more balls than brains to go on this trip. I think so. No, something like that. You know, you never heard your mother say anything bad all your life.
I keep forgetting that people's mothers are listening to this.
Yeah. Well,
And my every other word, it ain't right.
no, not every other word. You didn't say that many of them. Maybe you've only said it maybe 300 times.
Oh, something's looking bad.
No, what's going on?
Something. Figured out which one. I think it's that one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
It's cracked.
But I don't know. Let's sweet it. Yeah, this was bad.
Is the lid tight? Well,
No.
do something with it. Don't give it back.
Oh, it's got a hole right there. See right there? Oh my God.
Back to the driver.
Okay.
You goofy shit.
Okay. Okay, I'll put it down
Do
here.
something with it.
Okay, I got
Throwing
it.
a lot of water in
Oh, I sprayed it all over the place. Okay.
Roll down the window and dump it out or
No,
something.
I ain't gonna dump. Oh, you mean the water?
Well,
No, my
it's
hand will
leaking
freeze.
in here.
It's going into. It's not. It's
You
at the
don't
top.
even hold it.
Yeah, but it's. Okay. All right.
Ain't all there.
I got
That thing on.
Okay. It's been 41 minutes. That's long.
Shut it off.
Okay. All right. All right.
I don't
All right.
need it.
Bye.